Hello and welcome back to Tammy's Dolls. It is late tonight, but I feel like doing some work on this doll tonight. Now, I am going to admit up to some things here, but sometimes you are what you like what you like. You are who you are is who you are, and when it comes to the doll restoration, I have to admit this is you find your medium that you like to work in and you just stay there. And I do try to venture out and try other things. And one of the things I tried tonight was I made my own composition flower, and I tried to apply it onto the doll, and I didn't like it. Not at all. I don't know how to use it. I don't even want to show it. I'm not comfortable with it. Not my thing at this time. I'm more of the, I like the putty more. I can control it better, and I see results better with it. So I'm going to go with what works for me, and if you like something else, great. And but this is what I like. I like my Milliput, and that's all there is to it. This is great for on wood. There's different kinds of Milliput that you can buy. There's ones for porcelain and for plastics. This one here is meant for wood, and I love it. I can't say enough about it, good about it. You can use this on plastics as well. That's up to you. I love it for on the composition. And I am looking at a two-part one. This is two-part as well, but it's in a bucket form. And I don't know if that would be better dollar-wise. It just might be better dollar-wise for myself. So, but I'm going to show you it and how it works. And how I deal with it. You're going to need water. It's water friendly, it's water cleanup, but if you use whatever you use to cut it with, I'm going to tell you automatically, you want to get it into water because it will harden onto whatever and you cannot get it back off. So if you're using a favorite knife that you like to work with all the time, make sure that you're cleaning it, at least soak it in water until you're able to finish with the doll and clean it. So what are we going to work on tonight? We're going to work on mending this hole up and getting it to come right around to this. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get it to come around, and we're going to fill this whole gap up in here. That's what we're going to do tonight. So it comes, Milliput comes in a white clear plastic and a blue. They have to stay separate, otherwise they harden together. It's 50-50. So whatever you cut off of one, you will cut off the other, and mix them together for 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, so where's my knife? We're going to cut one open. Well, we're going to cut them both open, actually. Okay, so there's that one. There we go. And that one's open. All right. So now you're going to open up your package. And like I say, whatever you do for one, you will do for the other. Now, I don't like mixing up a huge allotment of it. I like doing small amounts. To the next person, they might like to do a lot of it. Not me. I'm more... small amounts. So I don't have luck with it. I haven't had the best results when I'm making up huge amounts of it. So I find it doesn't harden to it's the best. So whatever you decide to cut, that's why you see me putting them side by side. 50-50 right across. There we go. And now you want to seal these back up again. And I like putting them in the box upside down, that way the air doesn't get to them. Again, you're just going to take this. And there we go. Where's the other one? Oh, okay. Oh, come on. They come out the right way. They don't want to go back in the right way. Let's see. There we go. And there we go. Now we might need more down the road. So what you're going to do for 5 to 6 minutes, you're going to take this and you're going to smush them together, mix them until they, it's all white. This one's a little bit on the yellow side, and that's normal. I've seen them like that before. Now this stuff I order off of eBay, and I get it off of there from a place in London, England. Or no, not London, England. Somewhere in England, though. I forget where it was from. I buy about 6 of them at a time when I do it because it's just cheaper that way. And they come really quick. For coming from all the way from England, I've had dolls come from Canada and the United States, ordered at the same time as I did Milliput, and the Milliput got to me first, all the way from England. So, just to tell you. Now, maybe there's something different when it comes from a plane. You know, it's more of a direct flight, I guess. I don't know what the magic is, how they can get it here that quick, but they do. I would say within, I think the most I've waited for the Milliput was maybe about 7 days, 5, 6 days. Dolls can take me anywhere from 2 weeks to maybe almost 3. And no word of a lie, from New York, from Alberta, Canada, you know, from out east Canada, can take me, well, out east Canada can take me at least a week, 8, 9 days, maybe 10. Just depending as they're crossing across, what's holding them up, I don't know. But that's just how it goes. But I know Milliput, it comes from, I forget, I wish I knew where I kept I have the envelope where they come from, but I just get it, like I say, off online. And you see this, how nice and white this has turned out. You don't see that yellow anymore. So, but you just want to keep pushing on it and squishing it and folding it over. And this is all water cleanup. So you don't have to have chemicals to clean this up with. Like I say, just all water based and you'll do fine. It works well with water. You can put water on it as you're in this soft stage of it. But like I say, once it's hardened, it's hard. It's sandable. You can sand it. You can chisel it. So if you made a mistake, I've had to chisel out Milliput before. You can break Milliput down by using alcohol on it if you find that you made a mistake on the painting of your doll, which I have done. I've taken alcohol to remove like acrylic paint, and it will break down the Milliput because it is in the plastic field. Though it acts like a wood, it sands like it's great on wood. It's fabulous on wood. You cannot keep this out in the cold. It has to stay in a relatively you know, normal temperatures, you know, but not out in like in my shop right now where it's not getting below 0 or at 0 yet or anything of that sort, but it can't take underneath 32 degrees at all. You want to keep it in a nice average home temperature, you know, not too hot, not too cold, but it brags about it on the box that it will set underwater, heat resisting, 130 degrees Celsius. So, you know, it can take some beating here, you know. Modeling, sculpting, and wood turning, restoration of porcelain and other ceramics suitable for repairs to UPVC and for chips in baths, sinks, and tiles. Not this one, but there are, well, I guess you could, there are others that you can use that are different colors. If you look on eBay, you will see all the different ones. This is a super fine white I buy. This here is, they're just talking about their broad terms of what it's used for. Okay, that's for broad terms. Doesn't mean that that's what this one's for. There are different ones out there of Milliput. There's yellow, there's black, there's gray, the white, of course. I think I've seen blue and green. So they all have a job of what they do and the reasoning behind them, of why you buy the ones that you want for what you want it to do and what project you're working on. But I love this stuff. I tried, and I'm gonna be honest, I tried with the tonight, and I just got frustrated, and I had to wipe it all off my doll. I can't work with it. I don't know how to work with it. Either it could be my temperament with the stuff, because you got to be very relaxed, and I don't know what it is. I've tried this is not the first time I try to make my own composition. I've had a bad time with it every time I've used it. If you go on Dodie's Dolls, she made up her own and she used it quite finely, but I don't know why I can't. I don't know what it is in me that it's just not working for me. And so let that be it. So anyhow, it is what it is, and I'm going back to my Milliput. I'm comfortable with this, and I'm staying with it. So no turning around now. You got to sometimes admit to what you can, where you're at. what you want to use and what you want to do. And hey, it's not for everybody, I guess. Doll restoration isn't for everybody either. You can try it, you dip your toe in, you find out you don't like it either. You just, you know, it's just not for everybody, and I understand that too. And you know, just like when we were homeschool parents, and you know, some people would be like, well, I can't do that. I said, oh, I understand, because it's not for everybody, and it's a choice that you have to make, and understand that, you know, you're taking on a big responsibility of educating your children. So it's not one you take lightly. So, you know, it's like everything that you do in life. You make your decisions to what you like to do, and you do it, you know. And if you can do it, great. If you can't, well, you move on. And I'm moving on. But anyways, okay, we're almost getting time here, another minute, and I think we'll have this put together and ready to be used again. We'll take it and we'll flatten it out again. But this is all you keep doing. Just keep mixing it up with your hands. You can really test the muscles in your hands. I'll get cramps in here from mixing it up sometimes. My thumb will go right over like that, and I have to take my thumb and move it out. Let the muscle relax a little bit, and then I can go back at it again. But I think I buy 5 boxes of this for something like $25 or something like that. It is in pounds, and then they turn it into dollars for you. So I think I spent about 25, maybe 30 to send it to me. The whole thing will cost me, and that's 5 boxes of it. So as soon as I get down to my last 2 boxes, then I'm ordering more again. So I don't allow it to get anywhere underneath that. We're almost there. We're going to do one more flip, and then we're going to, this time here when I'm done, I'm done. So this may not be enough to cover this. I may have to mix up more, but you're going to get the idea of what I'm doing here. So let's see what you're seeing here. Okay, yeah, you're getting a good, I'm trying to stay where this little red mark is here. And you can still see the doll grate. Now I'm going to put this in water just because I cut with it. Okay, so I don't need it just yet. Okay, so we're about ready now. So we're going to take this doll, and we want to make it so that we are so we want to just kind of size it up a little bit here first. Okay, what we're doing here. Okay, let's just take some of this off. We'll take a little bit off first. Just a little bit of cutting here. Nothing precise. Just enough just so we can see where we're at here. It won't be right right away, but we're going to. You just want to dip your fingers in. This is sometimes what we want to do too is just build underneath, and we'll have to mix up more again. And you can add, even when it's dried, you can add to it again. So just because you say, okay, this is all I'm doing for tonight, you can come back tomorrow and we'll add more to it. We could. I might just, you know, it's just where you're at with it. There'll be a lot of sanding to this. See, this all needs to be built up so that it comes up to this anyhow. So we're missing compo on top of this layer of compo here. I need a towel here. I want a cushion. Hang on one second. I don't like putting pressure on that. I got a lot of old towels just sitting nearby. You want something to absorb the pushing of the doll downward, so that the towel takes the buff of it all. Like, you know, it's buffering the doll. What's the word? It's some shock absorbent there you want for this doll, so that it's not, because it's so fragile. And it's just sitting here, molding it. And see, what I'm putting it underneath here for is just more like reinforcement. Now, we still need to come around. We haven't got the gap filled up yet. But at this time, all we're going for right now is just to smooth out. I'm trying to get this lip off so we don't have to sand. We want this to come across these. There's a crack right in here. We can see the crack. I don't know if you can see, there's a crack running right here. And I can see it bending as I'm pushing this stuff. But it's also going to take it and heal that crack so that it doesn't become anything more and develop into anything more. Oh, I can see that. Sorry, I didn't have that on camera. I can see this crack right here. Every time I push down, it just wants to, it might want to give. That's why we may not do any more tonight than just let that dry and let it take over and let it become part of the doll. And, you know, just leave it at that for right now. I'm trying to take out as much. We'll bend this back, don't worry. That's not going to stay like that. It needs to come out. We need to have more of a, see, we need to build more out this way more, but that's okay right now. You might let it firm up, let it get a good hold on the doll itself. Take some of that pressure off. Yeah, I can see, oh, I can see it moving. You can see that crack running right through. The Milliput wants to, so you can see it wants to form a crack right in here. And so we're just going to leave that for right now. Now we want to form this properly, make that nice and formed properly. And then we can add the next bit to come around. Because when we put our two forces of heads together, we want, see, I want to know where we're going to be exactly. So that's where it needs to be. It needs to be downward more. Okay, let's just keep it like that. Okay, I think we're going to let this go just for tonight. And it's a beginning of this is the beginning of this doll having that part of its head put back together again. Okay, so you can see we're getting close to having it. Whoa, a piece of my hair in there, or some hair. We need to, hang on a second, I don't want that hair to, where did it go? Okay, maybe it fell off. We don't want that, okay. We want that to form to the other side of the head so that we don't have too big of a crack in there. But already you can see what it has done. The Milliput has done. We just about got it there. I think just a little bit more building and we have our head looking pretty good. Okay, I don't want to play around with this too much more. It's getting sticky and like stickier and it wants to stick to me. So let's just leave it. I hope you like what you see here and that you're seeing this all on the camera here. So it's looking good. We're coming along pretty good here. So let's just leave that alone. A little bit of water. Okay, it's looking good. We might just build that out just a little titch more of adding some more tomorrow. So we're going to leave that and let it just dry on its own. Let's just leave it like that. That looks good. And that'll just dry. And we'll do